everybody. Hi. Where have you been? Where the fuck have you guys been? Yeah, I'm done making apologies for being gone for so long. You know what? Shit happens, right? I'm in this soul-sucking job, right? And for all my coworkers and directors that are watching this video, you know I'm not lying, right? Today's video is sponsored by Truly. No, it's actually not sponsored at all. It's just that I've never done a video while I've been drinking. And I haven't eaten anything. And I rarely drink. So what could possibly go wrong? Right? Okay, so here's what I did. I immersed myself in this project. Okay? So I decided that I would start using my knowledge of crystals and put it towards some sort of a creative project because I'm in a 3 personal year. And 3 means creativity, Empress energy, right? So I started making these like really cool things. And so, yeah, like, I know you really can't see that, can you? Right? Well, let's just see, like look at this mess of stuff, like just stuff. I should probably do a better job of showing you that, which I'm going to do that.
What are my chances? Nothing here to fear. That feeling is useless. Stepped in fire, I couldn't catch you. But how was I supposed to know?
Then the other thing I decided to do was jump into the crypto market. Do you know what I know about the crypto market? Zero. I know zero about the crypto market. So that was confusing. How much money did I have to put into it? Almost zero. And then I jumped into AMC stock. Do you know what I know about stock? Zero. Do you know how much money I put into it? Almost zero. But then it started losing, you know, and then all of a sudden it started gaining. And I was like, wait, what? Then I wished I would have put more than almost zero into it because it actually, I think, is going to do really close to what that whole GameStop thing did. So that was fun. Needless to say, it's been forever since I shot a video. Oh, and what's this, you ask? Yeah, I got into a fight with a brass planter in my house. Yeah, I decided to... Do you ever wear pajama pants or pants that are too long, especially pajama pants that are too long? They were very comfortable, but they were too long. So when you wear pants that are too long, you have a tendency to catch your foot in the pant leg that's too long, causing you to trip. So I started to trip and I caught myself and I'm like, ooh, that was close. And I got into the entryway of my home, started to trip, couldn't catch myself, bam, face plant. So anyway, needless to say, couple cuts, minor contusions, bruising. Next up, roller skates. Hi, Jules. So, wow. I mean, we were kind of sitting stagnant in the true crime world there for a minute, not really knowing what's going on, and then everything just blew up. And now it's Memorial Day weekend, so I guess if I can't go party, I'll just bring the party to me. And I've never drank during a video, so that's pretty freaking good. Well, this should be interesting, shouldn't it? So here's what I'm going to do. I didn't put anything together. I made no plans. I didn't even draft anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing a lot of speaking rapidly, clearly, and then pausing and then going back to it. And here's what I learned from the crypto thing. When you listen to YouTubers talk about crypto, I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? Which is how I feel a lot of you feel. That was redundant. Whenever I start spouting numbers, what is she talking about? Like, you've been following along from the start, right? Some of you have, many of you haven't. So I'm going to try to be better about that. Okay? That's my commitment to you. Remind me that I said that because I don't know how quickly I might start catching a buzz. So there. So what do we need to chat about? Letecia, of course. Barry. What's up with Larry? Lori. What's going on with the West case? Like, I'm counting on you guys for some shit from that because that's just crazy. So as we can see, once Barry got arrested, it's like, okay, so we need to get that Larry, what's his face? He needs to get arrested because he's even showing more guilt than Barry Morphew did. And then what's going on with the West case, because those kids didn't just vaporize. So let's chat about what's coming up. Hold on. Hold my beer. I'll be right back. So when we're talking about numbers and cards and things like that, things can go, you just got a positive and a negative, just like your astrology, just like everything. So when you look at my face and you can see that it looks like I've been crying, it's because I've been crying, okay? My face is all swollen, my eyes are all puffy, my nose is huger than usual. I did switch my drink into a lovely champagne glass because it makes it look so much more elegant. So last month, and when I talk about my personal month, I'm going birthday to birthday. So October 16th is my birthday. When I look at my personal month, my personal year, everything factors in. So for April, I was in a 7. Now, typically when we're in a 7, it's more thought-provoking, more metaphysical. You're thinking, you're calculating. Then it's prepping you for your 8, which is usually more abundance. It's also more karma. So it just depends on what you're working. So it's just because, people say, oh, I'm in an 8, I'm automatically going to make money. Not necessarily true. So I was in a 52-7 in April, which is your Queen of Swords energy. Okay, so you would think wisdom, sometimes through loss, more advice giving, more thinking energy, going into that Knight of Swords energy, the 53, which is an 8. Well, here's what the 53 and the Knight of Swords energy is. That's that high energy, something catapults into or out of your life. Well, let me tell you what catapulted out of my life, my cell phone. In all my years of owning a cell phone, I have never so much as scratched my screen, let alone break it. I'm walking out to my car, it slips out of my hand, out of its case, smashes on the pavement, and shatters. I mean, literally pulverized, nothing left of it. There's an unwanted expense. On the upside, I have a beautiful brand new phone, like the latest one. Unwanted expense. Tags came due on my car. Did I sell anything at work? No, I sold something for $3,000. Well, that does not help me at work because I have to produce a certain limit of sales at work in order for me to make money. And let's just say I was at least $15,000 away from that. So I'm struggling all month to try to make it happen. So it's just one unexpected expense after another. So I'm like, wow. And that's just seeing your wheel of fortune kind of turn in the wrong direction. Does that last forever? No. But so just because somebody might be in what I would call a 10 of Cups year, or that doesn't mean that that's happy family, everything's going great. It can be the turnaround of that happy family. So if I look at Barry Morphew's life lesson number and he's a 50, well, the 50 just so happens to be the 10 of Cups, okay? It's the 10 of Cups. But what did he work it as? If you look at that, this is a 50, okay? The 10 of Cups is a 50 in numerology. It breaks down to a 5. What is a 5? 5 is change. 5 is change. So yeah, it can be freedom and fun and never a dull moment, but it can also be change, unwanted change, and a lot of fucking stressors, okay? Well, what did he bring about? He brought about a change in the family, okay? That's a big upset. And I can tell you that whenever I'm in a 50, it's not always been super good times for me. Now, what personal year is he in right now? He's in a 49. That's your 9 of Cups. Oh, yeah, getting what you want. Everything's great. No, not necessarily. It can be, but it can also be a really gluttonous, like you get what you want, but then it doesn't bring you that happiness that you thought it was going to bring you. It's like, now what? It can, it can lead to excess weight gain. It can be too much of the good life. Things like that. Greed. Just saying, I'm just calling it like it is, okay? There's pluses and minuses to each and everything that comes to you. Also, this is a 49 What does a 4 plus 9 equal? It equals a 13, death of a certain situation. So yeah, he met his end in his 49 year because now he's arrested, finally. And what is he going into? On October 17th, he's going into a 50, his life lesson. Oh, oops. Okay. So there's a certain responsibility that comes with your numerology. And here's the way I break it down. I think our life lesson, like what our birthday breaks down to, which is our life lesson, I think that's like our sun sign. I think our soul vibration, which comes from the consonants in our name, and if you need a reading, please hit me up and I will break all this down for you as well. I think that's like our moon sign. I think our consonants in our name is like our rising sign. And I think our path of destiny, which is when we combine all the letters in our name at birth, that's like our north node, what we came here to learn, to do, okay? What we came here to do, you know. And then each number is just a facet of that. So numerology is very similar in that way, although they're two different modalities. So when I see somebody who did not grasp what they came here to do, it's very interesting how those numbers start to come up and revisit. Okay, so when Letecia killed Gannon, yeah, she did. She was in her life lesson of a 33. And that was the year that it visited her. Did she have an opportunity to not get caught up in the negative aspects of her life lesson? Yes, she did. Did she choose that? No, she didn't. So very, very interesting. So hopefully I'm not completely, but I mean, I'm really enjoying this, but when I go back and re-listen to this and it doesn't make sense, I really hope I don't have to scratch this project. Sorry, my daughter just cut in to call to tell me that she thinks she broke her ankle. Yeah. Anyway, fingers crossed that she did not break her ankle, because yeah, that would be 2 ankle injuries in the last 30 days. So this is the reason why I hate the 5 of Swords. Look at this gloating asshole. This is like, joke's on you. Haha, I just got myself deemed incompetent after they get the murder charges pressed on them. And that just fucking pisses me off. She's not crazy. Yeah, she's crazy. Well, we all know she was crazy when she went into this. But you know what? You did what you did. You knew what you were doing. And I think that whole insanity plea is just such a fucking cop-out. Just like it was when Letecia's been trying to do that. Letecia's just a narcissist. These people are freaking assholes is what they are. And this is why I hate this card. I hate this card. Whenever I see somebody that has a 59, I tread lightly. I'm sorry to anybody who works 59. It's just that the 59, when put in the wrong hands, is really dangerous. So these are your backstabbers. These are your opportunists. And she just, this is her personal month right now. So she just dealt that blow. And I don't know who did this because, you know, Mark means, I don't know. I don't know how they got that to happen. But we've seen cops make some really, really stupid moves when it came to Lori. She's a primo manipulator. She's very, very good. And clearly my booze is kicking in because I used the word consonants in 2 separate areas in my last segment there that didn't belong. So I was trying to say vowels. The vowels in your name create your soul vibration, not the consonants. So anywho, I am rather enjoying my drinking video, but anywho, I'm kind of bitter, huh? Are you picking up on my bitterness? Yeah. You're watching me have a meltdown, you know. My whole life's been one big meltdown, but yeah. But you know what? I still remain optimistic because the sun will come out tomorrow. Anyway, where are we going now? Can somebody please explain to me how 2 little boys vanished from a yard with constant video surveillance from the neighbors, and they still haven't gotten the adoptive parents? Okay, please, somebody shed some light. Because when I look at the videos from certain YouTubers, and all I'm hearing is a bunch of bitching and bickering and drama going back and forth. This one's talking about me, and this one's saying this and that, and this one's blah, 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 blah. How is that helping? How's that helping? Why have I wasted so many minutes of my life on people bickering and bitching and pissing and moaning without any real facts. What the fuck is going on there? I know that there is a massive underground sex trafficking thing going on there. I know that there's something going on there. And it's creepy as fuck. So what happened there? Can somebody get me something real? All right. What I know is that Trizal is in a 26 block of his numerology. 26 is the page of wands. Page of wands. That's child. Okay. Something's going on here. Now, this is something that I do in my personal readings, and I do what is called a divine triangle. So we don't just have certain numbers. It's just like you're not just one sign, okay? So say for me, I'm a Libra sun, I'm an Aquarius rising, I'm a Cancer moon, I'm a fucking raging shit show for this or that. I don't know, whatever. What does it mean when you have your Mars and your Venus both in the same position in the same house? Like, I'm Sag in both of those. That scares me a little bit. Anywho, okay, enough about me. Let's talk about you. Anyway, so when I do a reading for you, I'm looking at not only those majors, like what you would look at in an astrology chart, but I also look at your blocks. So your blocks go in 27-year blocks, okay? Then they go in subsection blocks, like these little 9-year blocks, okay? So in his 9-year block, he's in this 26, which focuses around a 26. Well, that's a very karmic child relationship. So there's something going on here. You know, I'm going to drop my background search thing that I use because it's garbage and it's not showing me what I need. When I look up somebody who's been in jail for over a year and it's showing me that they don't have a criminal record, you, my friend, suck. Okay, so if you guys want to throw me some recommendations about a good background search that will not break the bank, because right now I pay $35 a month for this one that's just pure shit. They can't even find me. I don't even exist. Okay, so yeah, that's great. Anyhow, I want to know how they're still walking around and how, when it's so blatantly obvious that somebody's lying, they're still walking around. Now, I understand that you have to have a certain amount of really solid evidence to bring somebody in and have them not walk, but I'm still astounded by Casey Anthony still walking when it was so, you know, when you lie so much and then you still walk free. I don't understand. So it gave me a little glimmer of hope when Barry got arrested, okay? If I can't get a background search that can show me everybody's really for real name at birth, where I can do what I do, it's really of no use to me. So if you guys can find me a great background search that's not instant checkmate, please don't give me instant checkmate, because they just upgraded their system and it's garbage now. It was better before. I need something good that's not like really ridiculously expensive. So it isn't that I dropped the ball on the West case, because I didn't. It's just that there's nothing happening. And even with Bakersfield taking it over, there's nothing happening. What I see is a lot of corruption and garbage going on out there. Kids, can we talk about Lori for a minute? How is it that the craziest bitch on the planet, Letecia Stauch, cannot get deemed incompetent to stand trial, yet Lori Vallow can? I don't know. We don't get our drinky. We don't get our drinky on our cards, because that's just not okay. Anywho, clearly, Letecia, you're doing it wrong, okay? You just got to bat an eyelash and maybe not talk quite so much. I think it's her voice. It's like nails on the chalkboard. Oh, yay. My neighbor's vacuuming. She's my favorite. Anywho, she just dealt us her final blow. This bitch, she's in her final portion of her Page of Swords. She's in her final portion of her 54-9 personal year before she starts her new cycle, her new 9-year cycle. So right now, Lori Vallow is having a 59 personal month, which is the 5 of Swords. And I really Sorry, did not do my homework to find that card, but I hate the Five of Swords. I really do. I'm like, it's probably, I think I despise that card more than the Tower and the Seven of Swords. Here's what I need, and I know you guys have good access to information. I know that the West Boys' names are Classic and Sincere. I know the spelling. I know their last name is Pettis. What are their middle names? Can anybody get me their birth middle names? That's what I need. I don't want the West name. I want their birth middle names. So if there's Classic and Sincere have a middle name at birth, please find that for me because I can't find it. So, and I'm inundated. Look at me. I'm just inundated with like all these fun little things, like all these pyramids and, you know, just they're so beautiful. Anyway. Also, do you have any suggestions as to where I can market my stuff? Because I love it. So whenever I do readings in stores and things, I sell them there. And they're so beautiful and they're so much fun and there's so much love in all of them. I'm just absolutely enamored with them. But I'm also willing to let them go. Anyway, so any choices like Etsy, I don't know. Everybody's got an Etsy, but I'm just not really sure where I want to go and what's the best choice. So I need middle names and all of that. Now let's chit chat about Miss Letecia for a minute. So one thing that I do find comfort in is that everything she tries just explodes and blows up in her face. However, this is still taking way, way, way too long. And what she's doing is she's just milking the system and making things take longer, just like Lori is. Only Lori is winning. And I freaking hate that she's winning. Anyway, so first she went with the public defender. Then she was going to defend herself because she thinks that she's some kind of Ted Bundy. And now she needs to go back and get another public defender who she hates, so she's fighting with them. And the thing that she can't seem to do is get herself deemed incompetent because she's an idiot and she's doing it wrong. So now what? So when I look at her numbers, she's in an 8 of Wands personal year. So she's in her 34-7. So she came out of her life lesson when she did the deed, right? Now she's in her 34-7, which means there's all these messages coming in. But what she's doing is she's sending messages off to everybody. So she's in 39. She's just going in through all of these. She's in all of her cups right now for her personal month. I'm not seeing things happening the way I need things to happen. So I'm not seeing any bombshells coming up for her right away. And that's bugging me. So I don't see any big endings for her for another couple of years, which at least a year and a half. Shit, so let's see. She doesn't go into her 35. Well, let's see. We're getting closer. So her birthday is August 4th. She'll go into her 35, which will be her 9 of Wands, where she's going to be doing her pity party, being the wounded warrior. And then she'll go into her 10 of Wands, where she'll, something's got to give, right? But I don't know. I can't call this one. We know she did it. We know that they've got mounds of what she's doing right now. She's just delaying. And I really hate to see people get away with this. So let's just keep seeing, just envision her getting convicted and getting a quick conviction, because this is just going on too long. This is what's annoying me. And I know part of this is just from COVID, that everything got delayed. But come on, guys. With my job, I deal with attorneys all over the country, and they're all playing catch up right now. So some of them are still doing Zoom meetings, some are having in-person hearings. But when I watched the interview with the Woodcocks, that broke my heart. I mean, it's like the saddest I've heard them yet, because JJ had just had a birthday, and, it's like the first time I actually felt their energy just kind of sink a little bit, and I just can't imagine what Gannon's family is going through and stuff. And then watching these fuckers manipulate the system and continue to manipulate the system and just drag it on and on and on. And part of it is circumstantial just due to what's this bullshit that's going on in our country. But come on, man. Let's just start seeing a speedy finish with the outcome that we want, okay? Let's just start kind of programming for that. Let's just start seeing things coming to fruition and start seeing these people getting what they deserve, because this is going on too long. And these fuckers are playing it. They're playing the system, and it's bullshit, because I don't want any of these people to get away with that. I really hope that this video made sense, because, yeah. I just, I'm never camera ready. So today I rolled out of bed, I slept in, and I said, you know what, we're going to do something different. So cheers to something different. Happy Memorial Day. Yeah. Anyways, sorry, I'm kind of an emotional wreck, but it's like, if I wait for that to straighten out, who knows when that's going to come together. But, we always maintain that things are going to finally clear up and things are going to get better, right? And in the meantime, here's a drawing of a cat. Anyway, but if you do want a reading, I am still doing that. So sometimes on the weekends, I've been doing readings out of Metaphysical Store, doing things like that, which also then delays my recording process. So today I just said, I'm not going to Tahoe for the weekend because it's going to be a mess, and let's just devote some time. And then when you guys start messaging me going, where are you? Our people are acting up. Yes, I know that I have to do it. So anyways, but I have been very busy creating my little lovelies, and I have been really enjoying this too. So anyways, if you want to know where to get these, hit me up and I'll tell you. Anyways, I am shipping. So anyways, and then also let me know what you would suggest for a place to market, and any questions that you have, let me know. Let's just start seeing some shit coming together. I don't have enough information on Larry Milete or whatever his name is. I don't feel like that's his name, Larry. And we don't have a middle name. So here's your mission. Give me a new search engine for background searches. Get me Classic and Sincere's middle name at birth. What else? Anything else that I asked you? I can't remember anymore. Okay. I'm going to go tend to my child's needs for her ankle. I think she's sprained and not broken because she's being way too calm for being broken. And, oh, that was my lip gloss. This is a power lip gloss. And I'm going to start editing this so that I can get it out to you today. I love you guys. I miss you. I really do. And I think about you all the time. Okay. And we'll see you soon. Talk. Did I already say that? It's very redundant. I have a lot of editing to do. I love you. Bye.